the great Greg Norman giveaway part 2. Arguably even greater, although hard to contend with that last offer that we sent. Russian River Valley Chardonnay for $10. Wow. Great Limestone Coast Shiraz for $10. Wow. Well, today we got a Cabernet Sauvignon from the vineyard across the street from Peter Michael for $12. The trucking cost $12. The bottles cost $12. Like free effing wine. Long story short, we talked about the Greg Norman Estates, the whole scenario where Greg Norman, the famous golfer, decided to get in the wine business. He got into the wine business real good, but he started making a bunch of wines. Now, he did have the right folks making his wine. Like I said, we had Ben Riggs making his Shiraz in the Limestone Coast, very famous winemaker in Australia, beautiful guy. And for a lot of his California projects, or maybe all of his California Cabernet projects, he pegged Bill Nancaro, which is a name. You're like, oh yeah, of course, like Bill Nancaro, totally know who that is, right? Oh yeah, hey, Bill Nancaro. No, he's an insider's winemaker. He was one of the heavy lifting guys at Duckhorn, right? So, boots on the ground, Duckhorn guy. He made the Paradox wines for years, made Cabernet there. So if you want to talk about a winemaker that knows the Napa Valley, knows how to make world-class Cabernet Sauvignon, Bill Nancaro's your guy. He's your guy, and he's stealth mode. He's stealth mode. He's not like this big name that you have to pay like $1 million a year for. So Greg pegged Bill to make the wines from this property, and it's a beautiful property. Now, as I mentioned earlier, it's across the street from Peter Michael, and Knights Valley isn't huge, but basically the two main players in Knights Valley probably at this juncture, I mean there's more, but basically Beringer and then and Peter Michael. Now, this is a vineyard that Beringer used to buy the fruit from as one of the key components in their Knights Valley and maybe their Knights Valley Reserve Cabernet Sauvignons. And these cats were fortunate enough to snag the contract for that and make themselves some really brilliant Cabernet from this site. And we'll put the map on the offer for you. It's literally, we'll dot it for you. It's literally right across the street. It's pretty funny. Geography. The key thing here is the vintage, 21, a great year. The sourcing, one of the top vineyards in Knights Valley for Cabernet Sauvignon. And then, of course, that price. $12 friggin' for this wine. This is, man, we've been getting some Cabernet deals. We've been hammering the Cabernet deals recently. And, gang, the whole, yeah, there's a lot of Cabernet out there worth that kind of money. But what we're seeing in the market is the fact that you can get some great Cabernet Sauvignon again at wonderful prices. It's a little the old days, man, a little glory days here, which is very exciting for us because we were the biggest fans. There's a few rare exceptions, but we're not generally the biggest fans of all this $150, $300 Cabernet out there. Some warranted, most don't. And the key thing is to get Cabernet back in people's hands at a reasonable price that isn't some kind of like BS grocery store type Cabernet. And though you might find Greg Norman at the occasional larger chain scenario once or twice, perhaps, this is one of the wines in the portfolio that kicks way, bats way above its average. And just delivers real Cabernet flavor. And the silkiness of the tannin. Classic cassis, blackberry, little dusty note. You do get the structure in Knights Valley. Knights Valley is like Napa Valley, but it's more like, has more of those Calistoga type vibes to it. So the like a junior Montelena, type mojo to this wine with the really nice structure and that blackberry and cassis character figuring so prominently in the mid palate. Long story short, if I poured this at a party for you and told you this is a good $50 Cabernet, you'd be like, yeah, this is good gear. I'll have another glass. No problem. So it was already a deal at, what was it, $22, $23, whatever it was. And now $12. Ugh, what a giveaway. What a giveaway. So you got the former winemaker at Duckhorn and Paradox. You have a great vineyard across the street from Peter Michael. You have a fabulous vintage. And you have a $12 price tag. Well, for you, ladies and gentlemen, the stars have aligned. Come and get it. It's waiting for you.